So winning the matches in the night's opening match, we had for the Intercontinental Championship, Ryback defending the IC title against Kevin Owens. Pretty good match. I thought it was one of Ryback's better matches, not one of Kevin Owens' better matches, but when you're working with someone like Ryback, he is very limited in the ring, but he got the best match as he could out of him possible. And I thought they put forth a pretty decent performance. But, of course, Kevin Owens, the best part of the match, winning the Intercontinental Championship. I thought they put forth a very solid matchup. In the end, Kevin Owens raking the eyes of the big guy, following it up with a roll-up for the win in his first ever Intercontinental Championship. Best move they could have done. Huge Ryback fan. Glad he got a pretty decent reign as Intercontinental Champion. He's been champion for almost 4 months, Ryback that is. He won the belt on May 31st, so almost 4 months ago. He got a good reign out of it. Glad to see him. He finally got something he deserved. But now it's time to move on to the next challenger. Move on to the next face that can bring the Intercontinental Championship back to the level it once was at. I'm not saying he will. I'm saying there's a chance he could. And the reason I say that is because WWE has done this time and time again. You don't need me to tell you that. I mean, look at the past few champions that we've had, and I've ranted on them about this a million times before. But you look at The Miz, Kofi Kingston, Dolph Ziggler, a guy that a lot of people thought would do a lot of good for that IC title, and he did for a time. But because they booked him so fucking poorly, it did nothing for the belt. The belt was back to being meaningless, being rendered irrelevant, and it was back to being just not even a stepping stone, just a prop. And, Ryback, for all the shit that people have given him as Intercontinental Champion, he's not a great champion, he never defends the belt. At least he didn't lose. I mean, there is that argument to it. At least he did not lose singles matches every single week. I can hardly remember 1 or 2 matches he lost as Intercontinental Champion. Maybe 1 or 2. Other than that, though, he was booked pretty well as IC Champion, so at least he wasn't booked as garbage like some of the other champions. Wade Barrett. But not his fault, just creative for just shitting all over these guys. But Kevin Owens, I feel like, is the best possible choice for Intercontinental Champion right now. Just think of all the potential matches he can have with guys like Sami Zayn when he comes back, Daniel Bryan when he comes back, Cesaro, Neville, all these other guys in the roster right now that are not doing anything. Put them in a feud with Kevin Owens over the Intercontinental Championship, have a decent feud with them, have a great match, get a great match out of it, and you move Kevin Owens forward as the Intercontinental Champion. I feel like that'd be the best possible way to book him at the moment, because I feel like he has all the tools in the world to be a top-tier player in WWE. They kind of derailed his momentum. When I say kind of, I mean they absolutely did when they had him tap out to John Cena at Battleground and kind of knock him down a few pegs. I thought that was bullshit, but anyway, at least he won against Cesaro at SummerSlam. He beat Cesaro again in a rematch. He's been booked pretty well. I think we can admit he's not on Superstars every week. He's on Main Event, but that's just because he's picking up a few wins here and there. It's not the end of your career. If you're on Superstars every week, that's almost the end of your career. A lot of people look at it as. But Kevin Owens as Intercontinental Champion, I love it. A lot of great challengers lined up for him. And like I said earlier, maybe he can hold that belt until WrestleMania, defend against a returning Sami Zayn, and Zayn can finally get his big win over Kevin Owens, and in the process, winning the Intercontinental Championship. #book that.